Hey everybody, how you doing? Drew Griffin here on behalf of my good friend and the actual host of the TriCounty Area Chamber of Commerce Chamber Chat. And on behalf of the Chamber, I just want to welcome everybody. And without further ado, we're going to just jump right into today's episode. I am going to be hosting today's show on behalf of Bill Vitiello, who is off doing something, who knows what. The guy is slacking today as if he doesn't have enough responsibilities. It's just a privilege to step in and fill a very large set of shoes. But without further ado, our president and director of the Chamber of Commerce, Eileen Doutrick, how are you this morning?
I am good, Drew. How are you? Thank you for stepping in. You're pulling both on front and the camera side and behind the scenes today. So thank you for all of that work.
It's a privilege to be hanging out. It's always nice to get a little bit of screen time here and there. Actually, it's not the morning now, at least at the time of this video recording. It's the afternoon. We do have a very special guest that we're going to be bringing on very shortly. He's doing some amazing things here in the Pottstown area. But before we jump into that, I think and assume that you've got some announcements.
I do. Just from my President's Desk segment for today, just wanted to bring everybody up to date. Actually, were some technical glitches last week, which wasn't us. It was Facebook. We really had no control. And then some rescheduling. So we haven't really been on since the end of September. So we're continuing to celebrate October as Chamber of Commerce Month in the state of Pennsylvania. So we are working on trying to keep our members engaged. We hope you are following us. Obviously, if you're seeing us today on Facebook Live, please check out the rest of our Facebook posts, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. We're doing some special member recognitions this month, just to, again, highlight our members who are really why we're here. So in addition to that, we're trying to keep everyone connected through events. So we have a virtual networking event signed up for next week. Actually, tomorrow we have an in-person small group networking luncheon. And then the last week of the month, we have a small in-person networking breakfast. So trying to give everybody options that kind of fit their need and keep them engaged with the organization. So as always, please, if you're watching this, don't know about the Chamber, want to know more, please reach out. We have a 20% off incentive for people who are not yet members. To come and become part of the organization. Or if you are a member, thank you so much for your support. And remember, this is your organization. So please reach out if we can help you in some way. So and my member shout out today, one of our MVPs, Tompkins Vist Bank. So I will be signing off today with my Tompkins Vist Bank pen, and we want to thank them for their support over the last years. They did both 6-month segments of our Mission and Vision Partner package sponsorship. So couldn't do a lot of what we do without their support.
Absolutely. World-class organization. Should absolutely go over there and check it out for any of your banking and business needs. Really great people behind the bank, and we couldn't be more grateful and thankful for their support here with the Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce's Chamber Chat and everything else that they do at the Chamber. So we're pretty awesome to have them as a vision partner. And again, thank you to the Tompkins Vist Bank. Make sure that you get one of their pens. They're really great. Awesome. Well, Eileen, thank you so much for hanging out this morning. I guess you're signing off, and we'll see you real soon. I'm going to bring on our new guest for today's episode is Nicholas Franz. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into that.
Bye-bye.
See you. As I just mentioned, we do have a very special guest. It's always great to talk to Eileen, but we want to talk to another Chamber member who's doing some pretty amazing things here in the Pottstown area. If you're watching this on any of the other pages as well, you should reach out to Nicholas. He's going to be a pretty amazing guest I'm going to bring on right now. So without further ado, welcome to Chamber Chat, Nicholas Franz. Did I get that last name correct?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, there you go.
How are you doing? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a privilege to connect once again. I did have the opportunity to come in and check out your clothing store and what you're doing there in the Pottstown area. So why don't you bring us up to speed right now? I'm going to pull your name and some of your information up on the screen. But why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and the name of your company and what you're actually doing here in the Pottstown area?
Yeah. So I'm not actually originally from this area. I grew up in Detroit. I joined the military when I was 20. I did 13 years in the Air Force. And then when I got out, I was kind of lost. So I was just looking for something to do that I could do on my own. So went to Drexel, got my degree, and started an apparel company while I was there. And when I graduated, I started running it full time. I've been in Pottstown now for about 2.5 years. Started in my basement. Now I'm on High Street, 213 East High Street. Have a retail location. The company's called Frag Out Clothing Company. So I have my own brand of apparel, which is all like pro-military, patriotic, pro-law enforcement, first responder kind of stuff, which you can buy online, or you can stop in the retail location and get that. And then I do custom screen printing, and I actually just added embroidery as well. So now I do all the embroidery in-house.
That's incredible. I mean, firstly, thank you for your service to our country. Putting that much time in, or putting any time in to really support the country, should be recognized. And I know some people probably say that lightly, and oh, thank you for your service and that sort of thing. But putting that amount of time into, dedicating that time, from your life to the country, should be recognized and acknowledged. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you.
Secondly, coming out of the military career, and then moving into something, what got you interested in, design and apparel and all that kind of stuff in the first place?
Yeah, I just really wanted to stay connected to like the veteran community in some way. So when I was searching, like, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Like, I had a hard time with it. But I found that with apparel, like, I meet new people who have the same interests as me, that, they see my shirts, like, oh, I really like that shirt. And we get to talking. So it just kind of clicked that was the direction I wanted to go. And then I can also help out a lot of different nonprofits, because a lot of them use apparel to raise funds for their organization. So it's nice to be able to do the custom side of the house and do that for them as well.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's always something that you see around. People like to express themselves, and I think there's a very large movement of people that are in the veteran community, and people that like to support military and first responders and that sort of thing. They give of themselves, right? It's whatever service that they're providing is. Whether it's military, again, first responders, police, EMS, all that sort of thing. It's not really just a job. It's really a lifestyle. A lot of people are in and around those types of communities. And I love seeing those T-shirts and seeing all kinds of apparel that people are wearing. It's very easily identifiable, and there's a sense of pride. So giving back to that community and allowing people to express themselves that way, I think is very clever. And I really dig the whole idea that you started this in your basement, and now you've got a retail location right there on High Street inside of Pottstown. Tell us what that was like, really kind of opening up shop right there in downtown proper Pottstown.
It was actually pretty easy for me because I didn't have a lot of build out. So some of these older buildings, they've been neglected for a lot of years, and they need a lot of work to them. I was fortunate that this building didn't need a ton of work to go into it, just little minor things to get set up for my equipment. But I'll tell you, it is my basement. It leads to the outside, so I'm not like just stuck in a hole. But it was getting so full, and it was like an obstacle course going through there. And it just got to the point where I was like, I have no choice. I have to get out of this basement. If you get an order for like 1,000 shirts, there's just not enough room in the basement for them anymore. Right. To bring them in. So, it was awesome. Working with my landlord, she's awesome. She really helped me out, and just have been growing in this space as well. So I just love
incredible. It. Now, what's the response from the community? How has that been in terms of, there's a new business in town, and I know you've been in there for a few years now, but what's that been like when you first kind of set up shop, and now, 2 years later, and of course you've got other, tenants in and around the area that kind of accentuate the opportunity for foot traffic and that sort of thing. So, what's that been like?
So foot traffic for like my branded apparel, like people coming in to buy one shirt at a time, it's really not even there. Most of my sales for that are online. But the community involvement's really been other businesses doing custom apparel for them. Splitting Edge, JJ Radigan's, Iron Gate, the pub, all of them. They'll come to me. I'll do their T-shirts for them, and then they can sell them at their place of business.
That's that's been a decent business opportunity. Working with other local businesses.
It's been awesome, absolutely awesome. That's where the communities really come together for me. Not so much just walk-ins like off the street.
Sure. Now, you did mention that you do other things outside of your brand as well. So walk us through that process. If a local business or perhaps a school or somebody, maybe a team, local teams and sports teams and that sort of thing, if somebody needed some T-shirts or apparel, what's that process look like?
So, it's basically you just reach out, just shoot me an email. You can reach me at nick@fragoutcc.com and just tell me what you're looking for, and we'll go back and forth, get you exactly what you want. There's tons of different apparel to choose from, whether you want T-shirts, hats, hoodies, tank tops, whatever the case may be. Some people already have a design in mind and they already have it drawn up. If it's like a local business, usually they have their designs already, their logos. They'll send that over. I'll do digital mock-up for them, and we'll go back and forth till we get exactly how they want. And then they just got to tell me how many of each shirt they want, each shirt size, and
that's
get them printed up. Yeah, it's pretty simple process.
Nice. Going back to the military and services or service-based organizations, I think I recall the last time that I was in there, you were talking a little bit about some of the marketing that you were doing. Can you tell us how you're reaching out to some of those communities? I mean, are you going and doing events and that sort of thing? How does that work?
So I do like your traditional like social media marketing, where I'm specifically targeting, veterans and stuff like that. I do go to some events. Obviously last year and this year have been pretty slow on events, but like I set up at the Poconos for the NASCAR race, some other local events around here. And that's a good way to get the word out. I mean, social media is really the best. For custom stuff, it's all been word of mouth, though. It's all referrals. I believe in doing a quality job, provide good customer service, and then you get the referrals. If you do a horrible job and your customer service is horrible, they're just going to talk negatively about you, and you're not going to grow, that way. But the custom stuff has been 100% organic. I do like networking events. And some are better than others, but those do help. You get a lot of referrals and contacts that way as well.
That's great. Yeah, I'm going to pull up your website. Is that cool with you? Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool. Maybe you can walk us through this a little bit here. So there we go. There's your site there. So clearly we've got a little bit of a military vibe to this, and I dig this. Right, there's a lot of people that are just into their services, whether it's whatever the branch of the military that it's in. But you've got men's and women's apparel, you've got hats, accessories, and that sort of thing. Of course, you're doing custom screen printing as well. What have been some of the more popular items that have been sold through Frag Out?
Men's T-shirts are very popular. Hats are pretty popular. Like that first shirt right there that says "Embrace the Suck." If you were in the military, you know exactly what it means. As soon as
what
you
does
see
that
it.
mean, by the way?
Just like when times get tough, just embrace it. You can't change it. Say you're on a 10-mile ruck, you got 80 pounds on your back, or whatever. It sucks, but just do it. You got no choice.
Right.
Just embrace it.
Embrace it and get to what's on the other side of that. And of course, that's making you prepared, I suppose.
Absolutely. Yeah, some of our partner or our accessories, like the hot sauce, is really popular as well, and that's another Marine Corps veteran owns that company.
Okay.
The General's hot sauce. But then we also have our partner stores, some different nonprofits and other veteran-owned businesses that we work with. Like the first shirt right there, the Mog Mile. That's Three Rangers Foundation. It's a nonprofit for Army Rangers. They're doing their annual Mogadishu Mile run right now, our event. So we sell the T-shirts, and that's everybody's registration, and so we'll ship it out and everything for them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, some people remember the Mogadishu Mile as the movie Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
So that's basically what it was.
Well, you got some pretty neat designs. I think I'll have to pick up some shirts from you guys.
I appreciate it.
That's so awesome. Cool. So, how has your involvement with the chamber been thus far? I know that you're a chamber member, and what's that experience been like? What are your recommendations about anybody that's considering joining the chamber?
Well, unfortunately, I joined right before COVID, so I went to one networking event. It was good. I didn't have any issues with it. But then COVID hit, and like last year, I really didn't do anything with. This year, I really didn't do anything. So I'm hoping next year, end of this year, next year, we kind of get back to normal, and I'll get more involved. But to be honest, I really haven't done anything with the COVID.
Yeah, it's been a challenge for a lot of local businesses and people trying to get to events. And I think the chambers, the challenge of actually holding events because of COVID and the fear and that sort of thing has been a little bit of a hitch there. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to open up a little bit more and have the opportunity to have more luncheons and networking events so people can get a little bit more of an idea about, Frag Out Clothing Company and yourself, as well as all the other businesses as well.
Yeah, it was absolutely out of the chamber's hands. Nobody could control it. So, not put anybody down or anything. So we know.
Of course. So speaking of which, how are you navigating the whole COVID and that sort of thing? Everything's been kind of online movement.
Yeah, everything's been online. Last year it was custom orders picked up, and then my retail sales actually went down because I wasn't going to any events, so I lost all that revenue. But a lot of races, like 5Ks, 10Ks, stuff like that, switched to virtual, and a lot of events popped up that were virtual events that wanted T-shirts for them. So it actually worked out, and really wasn't a bad year for me at all last year because of that.
That's good. Well, hopefully a little bit of a buffer, and people still want their swag and all kinds of cool stuff. Yep. So you just mentioned that you started doing some embroidery. What's that been like? Has there been an uptick in that type of order? This is the first time I've actually advertised in it at all.
Okay. So a couple people have come in and they're like, "Oh, you got an embroidery machine, and I need some embroidery." So I've probably done a couple dozen orders right now, but I just haven't pushed it yet, just because I wanted to practice more at it before I really pushed it out there. But I think at this point we're good to go. I'm really cranking out the orders on it now, so it's definitely a little bit of a learning curve, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a little bit different than the screen printing, I suppose, and the one-offs. And I'm sure you probably get all kinds of crazy questions. Like, I need one hat, I need one polo. Probably not the easiest type of order, but getting up to speed and learning how to use the machine and that sort of thing is probably just part of the process.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, Nick, I really appreciate your time today to hang out, tell us a little bit more about your background and how Frag Out Clothing came to be. Love to see it. Love to see new businesses popping up in the area, entrepreneurship going from the garage and the basement, and certainly with your background, I'd love to see the success that people have, entrepreneurs have. And I hope that you stick around for quite some time and spread your wings a little bit, so to say. No pun intended on the Air Force. But again, truly thank you for your service. And I'd love to hear about all the businesses that you're helping with your apparel.
Thank you. I appreciate it. If I can do one more plug, we're doing Marine Corps birthday, November 10th, on the Marine Corps birthday. We teamed up with JJ Radigan's and Splitting Edge. So it's open to everybody. You don't have to be a Marine. Anybody can come out, have a good time. November 10th, I think it's like starts at 1:00. So we have a band coming out. They'll do the traditional cutting of the cake, oldest Marine, youngest Marine. It's a pretty cool event. So we did it last year, had a good turnout this year. Hopefully it's going to be 2 to 3 times as big. So if you're in the area, come on out.
Awesome. So how can people support that? Just come to the event, or is there apparel that they're going to be ordering as well?
Come to the event. We're not doing it to make money. We're just trying to bring some vets together and have a good time, unwind, connect. And that's it. It's not a for-profit kind of thing, just for fun.
Love it. Love that you guys are doing that. Well, we'll make sure to get that word out even more. We'll promote this video, and hopefully people will take part and come out and support both yourself, your company, as well as JJ Radigan, of course, our beloved Marine Corps as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome. So everybody, when you have the opportunity, please go and support Nicholas Franz of the Frag Out Clothing and Apparel Company. You can head over to his website at fragoutcc.com and pick up some apparel. Maybe it's not for you. Maybe it is for you. If it's not, somebody that's could use one of those amazing designs, go ahead and do that. And if you're in the need of apparel yourself, whether it's newly embroidered supplies, I need some. I've got some hats that I want to order up. I'm going to reach out to Nick as well. Get some T-shirts, some hoodies, all that kind of stuff. You need that for yourself, your business, or your organization. Maybe it's a team or something like that. Support local. Reach out to Nick. I'm sure he'll take really, really good care of you for all of your apparel needs. My guest today has been Nicholas Franz of Frag Out Clothing Company. Nick, you're welcome back anytime. If there's anything that the chamber can do for you or myself, we'd be glad to do so. And again, thank you so much for your service to the country and joining us today on Chamber Chat. Love to learn about your company.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and I appreciate the support.
You got to stick around for just a second as we wrap things up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody. Thank you again for joining us today on Chamber Chat. This episode has been delightful. It's really great to meet the acquaintance of another business and chamber member. Please do support our chamber members as well as all of our supporting cast, our vision supporters and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, we're going to be coming back here again this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and again on Thursday for even more episodes with local chamber members as well. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us today here on Chamber Chat. We're going to wrap things up, and we'll see you again on the next episode.